Welcome to lesson 232. We're going to convert with customary units. Right, so in the first lessons, you figured out what the conversions were, and you found the benchmarks for your conversions. Now we're going to look at how to use those conversions. Right, so you have 48 quarts and you're going to convert it to gallons. So when you take 48 quarts and you put it in gallons, what you're doing is you're taking all 48 quarts and essentially you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 1 gallon. 5, 6, 7, 8, that's 2, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5, 6, 7, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Okay, because every 4 quarts makes a gallon. So if we keep going with this, it's going to take us quite some time. 44, 48. And then if we count, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 gallons. But instead of having to do this every time, what we can do, we can set this up 2 different ways. We can say, I'm going to erase this so I have a little bit more space to work. We can say, okay, I have 48 gallons, and I'm going to put them into groups of 4. So I'm going to divide them into groups of 4, because every 4 quarts is going to give me 1 gallon, and I know that that is 12 gallons. Okay, and the reason we know that it's gallons is because we have a conversion. So back here, we know that the conversion is every 1 gallon gives us 4 quarts. The other way we can do this is we can set up a proportion. So we can say, since we're going quarts to gallons, and we know that every 4 quarts gives us 1 gallon. And so it should always be proportional. You can't ever have it any other way. If you have 5 quarts, you have more than 1 gallon. You don't have exactly 1 gallon. So if we're looking at this, we could say 4 quarts over 1 gallon is equal to, we know we have 48 quarts, but we don't know how many gallons that gives us. And we know the first thing we do is cross multiply and we get 48. And we end up doing 48 divided by 4 gives us 12. And since quarts is the only, since we use quarts here, so it's 48 gallon quarts, because when you multiply you get gallon and quarts together as your label. Okay, so if we were to do this like this, this would be gallon quarts. Which sounds funny, but then when you divide it by 4 quarts, it's like zeros. The quarts cancel each other out. You get 12. All you're left with is gallons. Okay, and now we're going to look at another one. We're going to convert 13 feet to yards. So again, I can do it one of 2 ways. I can say, well, I know that there's 3 feet in 1 yard. So I'm taking my 13 feet and I'm putting them into groups of 3. So I take 13 and I divide it by 3. But that is going to end up giving me a leftover number, which in this case, I have 4 with a remainder of 1. So I don't leave it as remainder 1. I say that's 4 feet, or I'm sorry, 4 yards and 1 foot. Or I can do it the same way. I can say 3 feet, 1 yard, 13 feet was how many yards? Multiply, I get 13. I have to divide it by 3, and it's going to give me the same thing. Alright, so for your homework tonight, I want you to try these 4 problems, and when you come in tomorrow, we'll go over your answers.